Nothing will just switch me past your tender mercy. Now you will just lift me up whenever I'm down. I can't do without your love. Oh, in every situation, you are my redemption, you're my solution. Now you are to lift me up whenever I'm down. I can't do without your love.
Hello, good evening, and welcome once again to Realities with Princess Tina. It's another opportunity to be online with you, all of you, my families, my friends, and all my loved ones across the nations of the earth. I so much love you, and I really do appreciate you. Please subscribe, follow, share, this page, Realities with Princess Tina, on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. Also on King's Chart. Please follow me, subscribe to me so that you get all my videos coming, and always watch the full video on my page, Realities with Princess Tina, on Facebook. You get the full video right there on Facebook, and subscribe to my YouTube page. Thank you so much. I'm sharing on the topic, is it compulsory to forgive? Don't forget to follow PDP and Davis Corner, Helpers of Destiny Foundation, and My Property and I. Okay, God bless you. All right, is it compulsory to forgive? Is it compulsory? Is forgiveness a compulsory thing? Must I forgive? This topic was brought to me from a lady actually who is in a relationship, and then the guy she's in a relationship with ended up having an affair with the younger sister, despite her warning and all that, and went ahead to pregnant the younger sister, and after which he took the younger sister for an abortion, and during the process of the abortion, the girl died, and the boy is asking her for forgiveness, and she called me to tell me the story and asked me if it is compulsory to forgive, because she doesn't feel like forgiving is it compulsory to forgive? And you out there, I want you to share your opinion with me. I want to know, and possibly I'm going to read out your opinion, what you think and what you have to say, concerning this. Do you think it is compulsory to forgive, especially in a situation like this? Well, all I would say is that forgiveness is a very powerful tool in the life of everybody and every individual. The one who forgives is much more than the one who does not forgive. And the Bible made us understand that we should forgive 70 times 7. And that means that if someone offends you 70 times 7 times in a day, you should forgive. And it's not possible for one person to offend you 70 times 7 times in a day. But the Lord admonished us that we should forgive. So forgiveness is a strong tool in the world. Without forgiveness, the world cannot stick together. People cannot live together. Even husband and wife cannot stay together. So for a good coexisting between individuals, there must be forgiveness. We must learn to forgive irrespective of the situation or what happened. But there's one thing I want to bring to mind to you. The Bible also made us understand, should we continue in sin that grace may abide? It's a question. So for the fact that God will forgive you, which doesn't mean that you keep committing sin and keep asking God for forgiveness, because well, let me just do this thing. God knows that I'm a human being. When I ask him for forgiveness, he will forgive. The Bible says no, that is not right. Now, when you know what you are doing and you know it is not right, you go ahead to do it. God does not forgive you because you're not ignorant of what you are doing. And legally in our legal affairs, in law, forgiveness it's not a compulsory thing, right? Because if you have committed a crime against the government or the society, you will not be forgiven. You'll be scrutinized. You'll be dealt with, okay, according to the law. Ignorance is not an excuse in the court of law. You will pay for your crime. You will pay for what you have done. There's no excuse that I'm sorry, I made a mistake. It is not accepted, because you should have put yourself in the right frame of mind, to do what you've got to do. So that one is not accepted. So for forgiveness, forgiveness, it's compulsory in one way, and in the other way it is not compulsory. Now, you shouldn't forgive because someone wants you to forgive. No, it doesn't work that way. Don't forgive because somebody wants you to forgive, or people are looking up to you to forgive. Forgive because genuinely you want to forgive, and you're going to have rest of mind when you forgive. Because there are some forgiveness that when you forgive, you live in trouble for the rest of your life. When you forgive, you are the one that will be dealt with for the rest of your life. So you've got to weigh in the balance. When you forgive, is it going to bring you peace? Is it going to bring you rest? Or if you forgive, it's going to hurt you the more. This is what you have to understand. If it's going to hurt you the more, then don't allow it. But if it's going to bring you peace, you've got to allow it. So in that case, depends on the gravity of the offense. There are forgiveness that are not compulsory. But for you to have your sound mind, your sound sleep, your peace of mind, you've got to forgive if you still want to exist with that person. But there are some situations in life that some people practically take your forgiveness for granted. You keep doing something, they keep doing something against you and keep wanting you to forgive. Some will even feel that they deserve your forgiveness, and it's compulsory for you to forgive them. So they offend you and ask you for forgiveness all the time. And if you don't forgive, they are quick to judge you. Look at you, I've offended you, yes, but at least I realized my mistake and asked you for forgiveness. If you could realize your mistake, why couldn't you realize that what you wanted to do was going to offend the person at all? So now you offended the person, not ignorantly. You knew what you were doing. You don't deserve that forgiveness because you knew exactly what you were doing. Now, when you offend somebody and then the person has not forgiven you, the person is still hurt, you now say, can you not forgive? You hold things too much in your heart, and yet you say you're a Christian. That statement is very, very, very annoying and not biblical. Now, you who is saying can the person forgive? Are you also not a Christian? Why do you have to hurt the person? You forget that when you hurt people, you are hurting their mind. You are making them lose their lifespan. At every single annoyance, they are losing their lifespan. It means that when you annoy somebody, you are leading the person closer and closer to his or her grave. When you get somebody angry, you are reducing the lifespan of the person gradually, little by little. Is that right? You are killing somebody gradually by offending and annoying somebody. You are putting congestion in the heart of that person, because when you hurt that person, it affects the person's heart. Now, are you not a Christian? Are you not human to know that what you are doing is wrong, but yet you feel that that person is a Christian and has the right to forgive you, and you think you don't have the right not to offend that person? Now, we human beings have to have the right mindset and the right mentality.